My report is all about agricultural and rural development. In this chapter, problems of agriculture, improving agricultural production, contributions of agriculture to our economy, the rural poor, our rural development program, and the communes of China, among others, are explained. Many countries of the world have agricultural economies, and yet hunger has remained with them for many years. About 40 million people die every year, mostly children, because of hunger and malnutrition. History of agriculture. The word agriculture comes from the Latin word agricultura, which means field cultivation. In the beginning, there was no food production. The ancient people subsisted on food gathering, hunting, and fishing. They wandered from place to place searching for food. Clearly, there were no permanent human settlements. It was a nomadic society. Problems of agriculture. Agriculture has many natural shortcomings compared with the other major economic sectors. For example, typhoons, floods, pests, and other natural calamities can easily destroy crops. Hence, it is a risky business. It is true there is a government crop insurance, but it is only for rice and corn. Foundation of the economy. Food crops and raw materials come from agriculture. People need food while the factories need raw materials. Furthermore, most people live and work in agriculture. Such human resources provide the most important factor of economic development. If the agricultural sector is well developed, then it can support the other major economic sector like manufacturing, trade, and service sectors. Orville Freeman, former U.S. Secretary of Agriculture, said, "No country, with the exception of a few city-states, has ever prospered and built a sound economy without a solid agricultural base." Specific contributions of agriculture. First, modern agriculture supplies raw materials to the industrial sector and foods to the urban population. Second, with an efficient agriculture, people in the agricultural sector get more incomes. This increases their demand for goods and services, which stimulates more production in the industrial sector. This results to more employment and income. Third, through the application of modern machines and high technology, agriculture can release a portion of its labor force for employment in the industrial sector and in commercial firms. This is the trend in industrial countries. In Japan and Taiwan, many people are moving from the rural areas to the urban communities. Fourth, US dollars and other foreign exchange can be increased by exporting more agricultural products. A developing economy is in great need of foreign exchange for importing machines and technology for its development program. Fifth, a prosperous agricultural economy generates more jobs and incomes in the rural areas. This reduces the problems in the cities because people in the rural areas will not go anymore to the cities to look for jobs. Urban problems like housing, sanitation, and traffic congestion are minimized. Sixth, a sustained agricultural development provides a more equitable and balanced economic development once a country has attained full industrialization. The United States is highly developed or industrial economy, but it has not neglected its agriculture. The Green Revolution. The United States capitalist system introduced the concept of green revolution to the less developed countries. It set up research stations in strategic areas of the third world to experiment on seed technology. As a result, miracle seeds like rice, corn, and wheat were developed. Such high-yielding seeds were planted in the third world countries to increase food productivity. One of these U.S. research stations in the IRRI in Los Baños, Laguna. It is funded by the World Bank, multinationals, industrial countries, and the Rockefeller Ford Foundation. However, Dr. Ernest Feder claimed that the real intention of the Green Revolution was to increase the sales of the agricultural input sold by the multinational corporations. Rural development. Rural development is primarily concerned with the optimum utilization of resources, human, economic, social, and physical, in a given area based on the principle of self-help. Its basic objective is to improve the quality of life of the rural poor largely through their own efforts and resources. The Philippine Rural Development Program is an integrated approach in improving the social and economic conditions of the rural poor. Its top priority is the development of human resources. The program takes into consideration the particular needs and resources of every region of the country. It provides more financial and technical assistance to the depressed region in order to develop an equitable rural development. Here are some of the key rural development projects or programs. Agrarian reform, cooperatives development, rural electrification, nutrition, human settlement,